Winner of the first Kaijun poll, The Phoenix, also known as War of the Wizards, is a 1978 Taiwanese action fantasy film that features a giant Golem versus Phoenix fight. 3 magical vessels fall to Earth only to be found underwater by our protagonist Tai, who brings up a magical pot that can materialize wished objects. This power, which he uses mainly for money, turns him into a jerk though, and attracts himself a posse of annoying yes men. I watched the dub on Tubi, so apologies if I mention incorrect names from that version. After bringing attention to himself, he is then attacked by a variety of bandits, one after another, each with their own unique quirk. This part got a laugh out of me. My favorite was Death by Chopsticks, courtesy of Deadly Chopstick. Tai eventually marries 2 women who are protecting him from all the robbers. Unsurprisingly, this is a ruse to get the magic pot. But when trying to escape, they are trapped by 2 wizards, who they then fight briefly with their own magic. Once Tai confronts his wives, they reveal they were sent by Space Witch Flower Fox, who then comes to battle. If you haven't caught on, The Phoenix is a fairly shallow but quick-paced film. Nice use of fog machines. We get some miniature city flood scenes. Music and sound effects are usually decent and fitting. Song and monster fight did get annoying. Lots of rotoscoped effects, which usually look good. Projection effects, not so much. But the thing to note is that there's a lot of effects, since there are a lot of semi-imaginative set pieces. Not all work well, but they're all fairly brief anyways. Tai versus all the clones Flower Fox conjured up via the golden pot was cool. We are watching this in Kaijun for the monsters. Bird is fine. Kind of sounds like Mothra. Golem is, I don't know. Not terrible, but surely not great. The fight is about the same. There's nice alternating shots and some good explosions. Not a fan of Tai. As mentioned earlier, there's a period where he is annoyingly douchey, and while that is thankfully brief, afterwards he is then annoyingly duncy. Usually just running around, kind of airheaded, with brief moments where he says something heroic or moral. He essentially gets a power-up near the end through special training, which is undeserved. There is hand-to-hand combat in The Phoenix, but nothing that really wowed me. Richard Kiel, Jaws from the James Bond films, among other things, shows up for some reason, essentially playing Jaws, just with some more posing, and iron fists. This fight goes on too long, and by this point in the film, action fatigue had already set in, so it didn't help. While the quick pace of the film is enjoyable at first, at some point it just got out of hand, like, what now? And by this time, questioning why, since the enjoyability of the unpredictability had worn off. And the why is usually left unanswered, and instead a new event has taken over the narrative. This also leaves for very little characters with any layers, and honestly the ones that had some time given to them are unsatisfying and cliche anyways. The Phoenix, also known as War of the Wizards, is alright. Don't watch it for the monster fight, but if you like action fantasy like this, maybe watch some of the other titles I've reviewed. But if you've seen those and not this, it wouldn't hurt to check out. Thanks for watching.